Oh, I know you guys have missed me and my fun little projects. Well, we have my wife's Keurig here. I actually have never really used the thing because I'm not much of a coffee drinker. So she says that when she turns it on, it literally pumps water onto the counter, so it does not go through the tubes. We have cleaned the tubes and the parts and stuff, so up here is all clear. I suspect it's one of the pumps or the solenoids. I suspect this is also dead, but I'm going to have fun taking it apart anyways. And at least try to diagnose what went wrong. It's about 5 years old, so certainly has run its course and got our money's worth. And since my wife can't be without a Keurig for more than a couple hours, she's already bought another one anyways, so I get to dig into this one. So I will check in and see how it goes. Well, step one, taking the base off. I don't see anything specific. It's a little wet, but here is the main pump. All kinds of sensors, but I don't see any broken lines to start with. So that means I'm going to have to dig in further. Alright, I have found the problem. I don't know if you can see it, but way in there, you can see right in the middle there is a line off. So somehow that line has popped out, which obviously can cause a problem. My challenge is my hands are way too big to get in there, so I'm going to have to start tearing some of this apart to try to get into there to at least reconnect that. It's probably a bigger issue to even make that pop off, but I'm going to start by trying to take this off and see if I can get in there far enough. We'll see. Oh, once again, you know, this might have had two lines popped off. I'm not really sure. Once I pulled the motor out, these were both loose. You can see where they go up in there. Once again, my challenge is I have no ability to reach up into there. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to seriously take everything apart just to be able to get back to where those can get put back on. It's very odd that those would have popped off, so I'm thinking a solenoid is frozen up and the steam and water pressure popped it off because it was not, it was a valve that was closed. It would not let it continue. So I still don't, you know, without changing a solenoid, probably not going to be any good anyways, but at least I can see where the problem was. There's not even a lip on there that would have helped hold that on either. I'll check back in. So, needless to say, the case didn't come off very well. I could not get to that other part from the back. So I had to literally break through the front to get those two lines reconnected. My wife is so desperate for her coffee that she doesn't care what it looks like. She just wants her coffee. So it is heating up now, and I am literally gonna laugh my butt off if this still actually works. What's it doing? Heating?
What it's doing.
We'll check in if this actually works.
It says not ready. Oh, you got the button the wrong way. That's why.
Oh. That's live, so watch it. So, I'm assuming it's heating the water.
I hope so.
So we'll check back in.
Coffee.
So, we actually have heat going on. Do not try this at home. We are obviously not experts.
Oh wait, we gotta have, it's the shop.
That's right.
Coffee.
Oh, we have shop.com coffee, and my wife is desperate.
Desperate.
Well, it's boiling, so let's see what happens.
Blink ready in a minute.
Is that what it does? All right.
Ready?
All right, it actually says ready to brew.
All right, shop.com.
Brewing. Let me hear it. Nothing's coming out though. So I think it's building pressure. I think the problem. Oh, is it working?
It's working. Look it. Slowly though.
It's very slow. And I know why that is. Because one of these solenoids is not releasing the air.
Can you just give it a little clunk?
No, don't give it a clunk.
Come on. You sure it's not like all...
No, it's not there. All right. We're going to call this one a dud. So...
Coffee maker 1.
The challenge is... It's dripping a little bit. Oh, it's dripping a little better, babe. But one of these solenoids reverses pressure so it blows in there, and then it pushes that liquid obviously through the coffee and the filter.
And we're sure this isn't clogged.
No, it's not. It's just, so one of these solenoids is bad, which is not obviously reversing the pressure to blow in here. So I just told my wife all she needs to do is take this off every morning. All right, and take a straw and just blow in it, and then she can have her coffee.
Okay, so every morning my
Hear it?
fabulous husband is going to be down here with a straw blowing my coffee out.
See? Fixed. That's all you got to do is take a straw and blow into it. All right, we're officially calling this one not
Failure.
fixable.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, thanks, Barry. I think it's actually working now. Boy, you're going to make my wife very, very happy. Okay, the Keurig is fixed. It's a little broken, but doesn't really affect it. What is happening, and you know what, there's 2 screws in here I just left out. You know, I'm not that worried about it. So it gives me the ability to pull this top off really easy. And what's happening is, see how there's aluminum on these? You're not going to be able to see it, but up in there obviously are the holes that poke into that. But over time, little bits and pieces of this get stuck between here and the top tube. I had shoved a toothpick up thinking I cleaned it, but the minute I kind of pulled it down and pressure was pushed, it just pushed that aluminum right back, you know, to clog it. So what you do is you just take this off, and I literally cleaned it all the way through, top to bottom, and little pieces of aluminum actually came out. So that's all you got to do is, well, again, there's only 2 screws holding that. I left them out permanently. But if all I had done through all of this was taken this top piece off, right? There's a little ring here you just pop up, and really went through and cleaned it well, or even took a straw and blew it through or something, you know, it's not coffee that's clogging it up, it's the aluminum foil. But really clean that good. And in my case, because it might happen again, I literally just didn't screw that on, so we could take it off really easy and clean it. So it is an actual working Keurig again.